Okay. I actually hadn't planned on going live on my personal page. I had really only planned on going live in the Women's Impact Network group. But I started this and made a mistake, which is typical of me in technology, but that's okay because it is a tool and I will use it to the best of my ability. And when I mess up, I just scream for help and start over again. But anyway, maybe God just decided I should go live on my personal page as well as the group. So here we are. We're live in both of those places, I think, and I hope. Okay, so what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about the price of freedom. And look, here's what we know. We know that 80% of people in the United States, and probably not just in the United States, but this is a US statistic, 80% of people are literally struggling endlessly, either to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing how to get out of the corporate job that they have, not having enough money for retirement, not feeling like they have the comfort level that they can just buy something that they need or take a trip or a vacation, feeling compelled to live in this life where, oh, I can't take a vacation because I can't take my kid out of school because the school says that, right? Whatever it is. Like, we are living in a non-free society right now. And a lot of that can be changed. We have the capability ourselves to change that if we don't like it. And so the reason I feel a little fired up today is that I've just spent 2 days on calls talking with entrepreneurs. And there are so many people who have such a mission on their heart. And there are so many people who are afraid to step into their calling, the thing that they know they came to this world to do and that they can do a really good job. And there are people who want to do more, but they're trapped in the system. They don't know how to get out of the system. And there is a way. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not hard like people want to believe that it is, but it's going to take what I call the fourfold path to do it. So that's what I want to share today. I'm going to share a little bit about the fourfold path and about the fact that it is possible. It is possible to get out. And, it's not wise for anybody to just say, I'm just going to quit what I'm doing, right? There needs to be a strategy. There needs to be a plan. There needs to be a process, but it's going to start with the first thing that I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to share the 4 things that you absolutely have to think about in order to create a life of freedom. Okay. So as my coach would say, this is a writer downer. Okay, what is the first thing? The first thing is mindset. And I am going to just do one thing before I get into this. I want to make sure that I am in this group. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, mindset. So what does that mean about mindset? So mindset is your ability to even believe in something. You are to be able to envision what you truly want your life to look like without telling yourself all the reasons why it can't happen. To be able to free flow with your thinking so that you can think ahead. Well, if I could create the life that I want, what would I want that to look like 1 year from today? And here's the thing so many people do is they start saying all the reasons why they can't have what they really want. And that is so counterproductive. And where did our imagination go? Where did our ability to think big go? We have been conditioned to stop dreaming. No, you have to be able to have a dream. You have to have a vision. You have to be able to use your imagination. And this is what mindset is all about. And along with the mindset is the mission part of it. Now, depending on where you are in your life, your mission is going to be very different. Like if you're raising your children right now and you've still got young ones, your mission is those kids, right? Like it's getting those kids to grow up healthy and to make sure that their minds stay intact and that they're not bullied and that they're not mentally confused with the craziness going on in the world today, and that their innocence is preserved and that they're safe, right? So that there's a big responsibility when you're raising children. And maybe that's just your mission, right? And part of it, though, for so many moms that I talk to, and this happens day in and day out because I'm on the phone talking to people all the time or on Zoom, so many moms are just like, I'm not having as much influence on my kids as I want to because the kids are so busy and they're in the daycare or they're in the school and then they're in the sports and then they're on the phones and into the gaming and whatever they do on these phones. So there's this, this freedom. The time is so tight to be with the kids. Well, what if there was just more time and you could just take trips? And you could take the kids with you and you didn't have to get permission from some school system to take your own child on a trip. So this is all part of what would you envision in your life? What do you want in your life? And how much money is comfortable for you? And not how much money do I deserve or how much money can I earn or what's my potential in this job that I'm in? You can have whatever you want. You just have to be able to envision that the possibility is there. So mindset. We've got to work on that. And sometimes you need a mentor for that. You need a coach. You need somebody who can help you to read the label, right? Because you're inside the bottle. You can't read the outside of the label. And people don't realize how many times they stop themselves from dreaming, stop themselves from believing they can have what they really want. But when you have a coach or a mentor, that you can get help with that, right? You can start to believe that you can have whatever you want in life. Okay, so mindset, I'm going to be doing a lot more work on that within the group. If you're not in the Facebook group, Women's Impact Network, you should be in there. I'm going to drop the link for that. So that anybody who wants to join, feel free to join. Okay. The second thing is, I'm going to call it marketing. Marketing is literally deciding what is your messaging? What is important to you? What's on your heart? Like it's all part of your mission as well. Like being willing to stand up for something that is really important to you and that you can help other people with, because we all have some mission on our heart. We're all here for a reason. And we can squander our life doing nothing, or we can rise up to a higher level, a higher power that is within us. And so, part of this is soul searching, right? To really figure out, like, how do I want to present myself to the world? And that's really the marketing. The marketing is sort of your branding, I guess, and who you serve and how you serve them. And what would you do if you could make money? Like, what would your product be? What would your offer be? And how could you serve other people? And you don't have to go and work for a job somewhere. Like, there's a way out of that where you could actually monetize your mission, right? You could make money doing the thing that is really, you've been trained maybe your whole life to do. I know there's a lot of us that have a lot of professional experience. We have a lot of life experience. We have a lot of education. We just can help in a lot of different ways and add value to the world. And so why not? Why not do that? To me, it's more important than spending my days golfing or playing pickleball. Not that that's bad, but, recreation is a great thing, but there's got to be more, right? There's got to be more. And to me, there is. And probably if you're in the Women's Impact Network group, you feel this way too. You know there's more, and you know there's more for you, and you feel the calling. And so the marketing piece of it is figure out what that is. Like how would you define yourself? Who can you serve? How can you serve? How would you value that? How would other people value it? Again, get some help. That's what we're here to do, and Win will help you with that. And then the third thing is sort of the thing a lot of people have trouble with, which is monetization. They know they have something of value, but they don't really know how to monetize it. And it really does come down to, there's only a couple of ways that you can monetize something, right? And let's say, number one, you can just work for somebody else and you can build their dream and let them pay you to help them do that. And that's okay for a while, but there comes a point when that maybe isn't fulfilling to you anymore. And you really don't want to work for somebody else. You actually want to be able to generate money by doing something that is near and dear to your heart, that makes you feel like you're serving at a higher level. Okay, so what are other ways that you can make money? Well, you could be an affiliate for somebody else's program. So maybe there's somebody that has a really great health and wellness program that you really benefited from yourself, and you want to promote that to other people and get a commission to do that. So you work as an independent person when you're an affiliate, but you also get paid to promote somebody else's program or service or product. Now, why is that a good choice sometimes? Well, time. It's just, there's fulfillment if you're offering your own services, right? So if you have to fulfill on the back end of what you sold, that can be time consuming. So make sure that you understand what's involved in how you're going to monetize. So the third thing is monetize your own services. So maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a consultant, maybe you're a course provider, a trainer, a healer. You've got some service that you can provide somebody as a virtual assistant, social media marketer, digital marketer. There's all kinds of things online that I'm talking about, but there's all kinds of things that people can do offline as well. So once you figure out, do you want to sell your services in some capacity? Do you want to create a company that has services or products that are sold? That's harder. It takes longer. It does require more marketing. It does require more money to invest in order to get to the point where you can actually build up enough trust and credibility so that you can sell your own services. So last year, I discovered something that probably if I hadn't kind of got into it accidentally, I probably would still be biased about, which again is part of the mindset thing, right? Like open your mind. But anyway, I was willing to open my mind to a program that was working with a partner company that shared my values. And I got involved in as like literally they are a profit sharing company and they will share profits if I refer people to them. A lot of people call that network marketing. It's whatever you want to call it. It's networking and it's marketing. So I guess in some ways it's network marketing. But here's the thing. It is very lucrative because now you have a cash flow vehicle. You have another source of money that will pay you to be a part of that environment, but you're still doing it as an independent contractor. So that is, to me, right now, something that I discovered was the fastest path to cash. Like I've had a coaching program. I've done it for the last 10 years, but it took a while to build it up. Not this network marketing. Like literally in the first month, I made $4,750 and by doing something like a few hours a week through social media. So the end result was 6 figures in 1 year that just came because I was helping other people to find their financial freedom. So don't dismiss this idea. Even if you have preconceived ideas about it, even if you think that, it's a bunch of BS like I did, be open-minded. I didn't get in it for the money. I got in it for the mission. And the mission was about helping other people to be healthier and wealthier, and to help people to figure out a way of freedom and a way out of the corporate rat race. And so I wanted to help other people. And in the end, I helped them and I helped myself. So, monetization is something we really, really want to dig into and talk about. And it's not a one size fits all. I'm not saying that everything, any of these are better or worse. There's just considerations and what's on your heart. But don't close your mind to the fact that, number one, you can make money. Number two, you deserve to make money. Number three, you should make money, especially if you're someone with a mission on your heart, because you're going to do good with that money. And that's really important. We want the money in the hands of the people who are going to share it with the world, use it to fuel the American economy, use it to promote health and wealth, use it to help people. So that's what it's all about. Okay, the fourth thing, I know this is going a little long, but I did kind of want this to be a training, not just a quick hit thing, but it's just another couple of minutes. The last thing is what I call membership. It is masterminding. It is being part of a community. If you are on your own and you're out there and you're struggling because you're taking care of somebody who's sick, or you're raising kids, or you're struggling with a job that you hate, but you're feeling like you're just in your own world, like nobody's really gets you, nobody can really help you. Maybe you're hanging around with a group of people and you're all in a rut. That's not good. That's not good. You've got to find a group of people who inspire you. You've got to find a group of people who will challenge you to step up when you want to, but you're afraid to. You've got to find those people who can show you how to do what they did to find the life of freedom that they found. And so being a part of a membership community, being part of a mastermind, that is so, so crucial. We are not meant to be isolated human beings. We're meant to be in community with other people, and especially when other people share in our mission. So that was a lot of M words. And to recap, the first thing that you really need to work on and think about is your mindset, right? Your mission, being open-minded, dreaming, your imagination, everything going on in that head of yours. And as I tell my grandkids, shut the monkeys up, right? We all have those monkeys in our mind, and sometimes they are just too loud. And when the monkeys in the mind are too loud, you don't get to hear the calling. You don't get to hear the dreams. You don't get to believe in yourself. So mindset, number one. Number two, marketing. You've got to figure out who you're talking to. Who's your tribe? What's your message? Who can you serve? How do you want to serve? That's all part of the marketing. Monetization. Where's the money going to come from? It's all well and good to be a healer, to go out in the world and teach spirituality. Oh, I want to help people with health and wellness. But if you don't have a way to monetize that, you can't serve people. You can't do it. You have to be able to make a living doing it. So we will help you with that. I mean, that's all part of what we're doing with WIN. And finally, the membership in some sort of a mastermind or community is crucially important. So those are the four. That's the fourfold path to freedom. And I wanted to share that today. But I also want to say, look, you know what? Whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever is going on in your own head that's telling you, I listened to Janet and she talks about all this stuff, but she's not really talking to me because I'm whatever snowflake story you have to tell yourself, forget it. I hear them all day long, right? This is what I do. I've been doing it for 10 years. I've been on the calls with people who have a big dream in their heart, and a certain percentage of them step through the risk and the fear and whatever is holding them back and say yes. And then there's that, 20-30% who continue to just sit out there and make excuses, and it's not the right time and it's not the right moment, money, and it's not the right this, that, or the other thing. That is just, I could talk to these people this year. I can talk to them again next year. They're going to be in the same boat they were in. But life is going on. Time is going on. We are not all here for infinity. We are literally here for a window of time. And if this is the moment, if this is speaking to you, if you know, look, I don't know what Janet's doing. I think she's a little crazy. I tell people all the time, my family thinks I'm nuts. I'm supposed to retire, I suppose. But it doesn't matter to me. I don't care what people think. I know what I'm doing, right? I'm doing the thing that God is calling me to do. I'm doing the thing that's on my heart to help people who want freedom. I've created a life of freedom for myself, and I probably did it the hard way, but there's a much easier way that landed in my lap, and I can help you with that too. So maybe you want to create your own program, and you need some help to do that. We can help you with that. Maybe you just want to be an affiliate and you just want to promote WIN, the Women's Impact Network. You can come and join us and do that. Maybe you want to join our partner, become a partner with us and actually make big money fast, because that's the fastest path to cash. And maybe you want to do that. And if you're a guy and you're listening to this and you're like, oh, well, she's not talking to me because she's talking about the Women's Impact Network. Oh, no. We actually have the American Dream Team, which is the other side of what we do over here. And you can join the American Dream Team and you can create your life of freedom that way, and fast path to cash. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And thanks for bearing with me in my little tech challenges, which will probably be getting sorted out sooner or later if I do this enough. But anyway, bye for now.